this next part of trading, it's required that you understand the definitions as outlined, let's say, by Mr. Nison. How a price action formation such as a pin bar is actually defined, the proper definition. Engulfing bar, you have to understand that. Doji, spinning top, and you need to understand what defines a level and what gaps can mean. So consider that before watching this video.
So let's have a look at the charts. Now, first thing first, I'm Alexander.Tatsumaki, and today I will be talking about some of my ideas about trading purely price. Please check out the risk disclaimer up there. Read this text. You have been warned. Please understand that these are my thoughts, and it is not something that is meant for you to copy or try to follow. Today I'm showing you a chart, same chart as last week, or I think maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I'm not sure. I'm showing the same chart. I have outlined here. This is, let's see what it is, the 1st of the 1st 2015, and it's oil versus something, and I can actually measure it in pips. It's cool, but you see the price here, and we have some data to work with. I choose the same chart so that you can compare how this is as compared to the other versions that I've been talking about before. Now then, so what will I do today? So it's very important that you understand, first of all, pin bar. What's the definition? With a pin, half of the pin and the block, the actual thickness of the bar, and what is the definition of a pin bar? What's the definition of engulfing bar? What is a harami? What do they mean? What is doji? What are levels? What is piercing pattern? What's a dark cloud cover? And all of these basic patterns as described by Mr. Nison, at least as translated by him. Who knows who came up with these concepts before he wrote his book, or it's books maybe. Anyway, so this is comparison. The next idea. So what do we have on the chart? It's oil daily chart, and we start here, right? But if we start trading here, we'll start with a chart. Oh, I can't. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't scroll it back even more. This is a C-Trader, another program, just because, yeah, I like charting in this, so I do it. So price has been falling down, created some stop here, and those appear to be important, and we could like outline those if you want. You know, we could do this, right? And then price fell down to this level. When we come to this, you see spikes falling down. Immediately one bar goes down, right? So if that was important, if this level was important, we could just do this, because we already know, right? And this is important before. Let's just draw one. Let's just do this, just for reference for later. Yeah. Let's zoom in to show some more of the goodness. I don't. Is it only me, or am I a weird person? Like, where I enjoy actually watching charts. Am I the weird one? I don't know, because some of my friends think I'm pretty crazy when I like tell them I like to watch this square formation thingies pop up, right? Anyway, price has been falling down. all spikes and pins and dojis and whatnot. This is the first bar. We can't really see it, but it's just, yeah, okay, it's nothing. So first tradable bar is this one. Power down breaks down, crushes everything. So we enter short on this, right? With a stop, it should be here. Stop is here, and so we are short from here up to here. So we're risking 60 pips, and we don't know how far it can go. So we'll have to make like a measured move to the high, maybe 80, maybe 90. And as we see, we don't really hit that. So it doesn't matter. Go here. Boom, one bar down. Next bar forms harami. So if price forms harami, as you will see with these interpretations that I'm showing today, there will be a lot of the locking of trades, and that unfortunately is one of the huge downsides of this interpretation. Moving on. So we enter short here. This is harami, and we want to make sure that we don't lose this trade, so we can't really lock it here. We could close half the position and put the stop loss at the break even. We could do that. I'm not gonna talk about that today because I assume that the position that we have can't be divided. It's the minimal input size, but we could do that. That would be better. But anyway, so we can't really do anything about this. We can't really do anything about this as well. But when at least another bar forms power down, it tells us, well, we have power down, but we didn't have it before. So we could enter short on this. We're already short, and we have this harami pin forming thing. So I would like to do is we'll just put a stop right here from the entry point here. So we have 10 pips locked in, and as we see later on, they get stopped out. So I'm just typing it in, +10. And yeah, so we have a position down and this spike. Just because we have harami and spinning top doesn't mean we reverse. It's only a pattern that says the force going down is over, and this one is called bull harami, right? Now, and this black, yellow, and yellow formation together, I believe is called morning star. However, like I said earlier, just one price action formation doesn't mean we put a trade on. If we did, we would have very bad results. I'm quite sure of this. Likewise, this was the level where we started. That's the only reason I take the breakout here. This is where we have to begin with, right? We can only see this. So anyway, we go here, chops around for a bit, moves down, creates, I believe this is either piercing pattern or the pin bar is not good enough. This doji with the black bar is also harami, but it's a doji definitely. And the reason I don't like entering long on this is because the retrace from this point up is smaller than the average bar size. I don't count the pin. So because the move up is so small, 20 pips, and you see that the average size here is quite similar to the move here, right? I count it as chop because it's smaller than the average bar size. And that's why I don't like to enter in it, because if I were to do that, then I would enter a lot all the time and I would get stopped out like crazy. So I don't do that. But here, when prices have fallen this far down, look, it's 43 as compared to this 27. That's bigger than average size, and we can enter long on this, right? So if we enter long and we have a stop like average size down like this, we have stop like 20 pips, we enter long here, targets previous problems up here, right? Always. First bar up, second bar spinning top at previous problems. So we could lock this at this level. So we're locking in. We're locking in it here somewhere. Yeah, we're locking in 21. Goes up and another nice pin bar. Boom, touches the take profit, and we have 90 pips. All right. Okay. So we have a pin bar moving down, and if we want to enter short on this, no, it's yellow, it's confusing. Maybe I should change it to the color, but so black bar means close down, yellow bar means close up. So stop would have to be here, 53. R is there, 71. And so when with this short, there are several positions within this structure. For example, spinning top with the engulfing, or this gap. This is a non-4x engulfing formation, but because you see the gaps, notice the gaps. This is the oil chart, so you will have it, especially in daily chart, you will have a lot of gaps, but that's just the way it is, right? When price comes here, from being short here, when price comes here, it's really nothing, it's really part of the chop. But when price retraces up again, as this, again, creates this power bar, I'm not entirely sure I would lock it, but with this bar closing below the entire structure, I would definitely lock that. So from entering here, it suddenly is locked at this level, right? So it's locked here. So we have 23 pips locked, target is here, and target is reached 75. So I know it's easy to say from afterhand watching the charts, but what I'm explaining to you here is how I think, how I reason when looking at the chart. And for the sake of examples here, I'll enter one trade in one direction, and when that direction does not have any interesting positions, I will enter in the other direction. I won't stack positions on top of each other because that would be very, very confusing. I could do that, I could talk about that. So let's ignore this pin bar, right? Let's say I enter this engulfing formation here. Similarly, I would enter here, right? Stop would have to be up above this and average size, so like 50 pips. Target would be same level, right? Low, 67. And a similar thing would happen because it's within the structure. As with this yellow doji and not the yellow but the black. This is a 4-bar formation, but engulfing here or engulfing here. Similar thing would happen at this bar close. They will be locked, and they will also hit the target because what else do we have? Nothing really more interesting than this. So now at the lows, back at lows again, we have this engulfing formation pointing up. And don't worry, we will have some losers coming soon. Pointing up, right? So targeting previous highs and previous problem areas. So we have this from this level. Target is 71. Stop is somewhere down here, 43. And price goes up. You see this spinning top at previous low, not really there. This bar entering into it, and this bar entering into it. Notice it doesn't touch my take profit, but this bar enters way into the previous chop. And I mean, do you want to be in the chop, or do we want to have a safe trade, right? So at this close of this bar, I would move a stop up to maybe this level, or somewhere here, and I would probably get stopped out for 10. Sounds stupid, right? That's just the way it is. So let's go instead. Now this reverse is too low. On this though, we have a level here, we have a structure here, so let's outline this one. We have some power here. We had power before there also, so we had some power here. So moving on. So it's, notice, same level. So 1, 2, 3, right? Third time, enter short, and it fails. Let's see how many pips we lose. Something like this, right? 55, right? And then we have it loses at this point. And also notice that this bar, I don't really like this too much, but it closes way strongly beyond the level and saying to me, well, we have power up. So maybe we should use force bar to go long, right? So if we go long here, stop is like 42. See what happens. Mind you, we did target as well, so big swing. So target would have to be, oh no, we have to make a measured move because I can't see a target. There's a target up there, isn't there? Yeah, there's a target in this box. So let's target the box. Let's assume there's a level here. Target is 85, but let's also see what the measured move would be. So down to this level is 95, so let's add in 95 on top. 95 is there somewhere, and it's the level close. It's close, 91. So measured move down here, up, worked. But let's see what happens. So we are long, going long. Reversal signal, but it's within. I can't close it with no profits. Another bar, harami reversal, right? The move up is over. So inside the chop, I'll lock it for 5, apparently 5, yeah. And so we now have effectively no position, and we're moving up. We have this nice pin bar, and notice the small. This I call this chop because it's just small. Can you see my pointer? Yeah, you can see. Yeah, so the small area here, and this chop, so it doesn't really create a swing, so I can't really make a level out of this. And likewise, we fall down, so this is not a top, this is just moving up action, moving up all the way, right? So it's not a top, this is just, and this is all chop. All of this is chop because of that. Let's zoom out so you can see it better. There's really nothing happening here, right? Right. But what do we have? We have the low of the area, the high of the area, right? And this high area. We also have the low of the area here. Notice how I can encompass actually the spinning top formation with this. I just do it because it looks good. Now, if this is chop and I break out of the box like this one, boom, short position, right? Power bar short position. So I'm short here. Stop is like, looks like 28. And gap, wow, moving down, and harami and a huge rejection. I don't want to be part of that, so but I can lock it on top of the gap. It's fine, right? Can lock 7, and let's see what happens. It's now locked, so we don't have anything. Our other position didn't hit, and we did have 5, right? 5, another one, plus 7, and yeah, we have to make a measured move for that, or we have to check if there is any level. There's a level down there, and we can target this. We can target that. It's you know, it's going for it, but it's 113. But yeah, let's target 113. Yeah, we have 7 pips locked, right? Pretty much. Also, I will add this spread on top on all of this later. This particular broker is not any good with this instrument, so don't worry about that. But I'll add a decent spread to every position after. I'll do the math, I'll show you, because I have actually, check this out, I actually have this. I'm writing it down. So, moving on, we should extend this so we can see. As you see, we hit the area again. Let's just do this. And we are locked here, so we have effectively no risk, so it doesn't really matter what we do. Moving down, rejection, and the choppy zone. Again, chop zone and the spinning top. It's no really, or doji, it's no really reason to enter long because we don't have a move up that's big enough, so it's not a double top. If it was a double top, then yeah, similar scenario to what we have here, right? If this is chop, then this is not a bottom, it's just the low of the chop. If the area was bigger like this, bigger moves, then it's a double top, and then we can do something with it. Back to this position though. Zero risk, we can add another short here. We have nothing on the table, but not make it confusing, let's not take this. And that position would be locked at this place here. It would be locked at this level, and same target as the previous one, but we don't take it, so never mind that. And yeah, when price closes beyond the chop with this bar, I want to lock this further, so I would probably move it to here. And when this chop forms and closes beyond, I'll probably move the stop to here. So we'll have like 57 pips locked at the end of it, and we get our 113, right? And so price is just falling. In the end, creates a low, and this is the low that we had. 1 second, I need to add this. Yeah, I just need to add short. Alright. And I'm just adjusting some. It's not the weekend actually. When you're watching this, it's probably in the weekend if you watch this when this comes out. But it's not the weekend now. The market is open and well alive. Now let's get my windows back. Like this and this and this. Yeah, excellent. So we have a low here and a small chop. Price went up and created a engulfing pattern. Sure. And if we enter short on that, stop would have to be like somewhere here, 72, and as you see, 67. Oh, it doesn't hit the stop. Well, maybe it hits later. Let's see. Maybe it hits later. No. We have this entire. I will outline the chop for you. Just like the entire chop, right? And when we close below, this is a reversal signal. Much part of the chop, not really clear. But when this bar closes, I will lock this position because it closes outside of the range. We also have a reversal here. I think this is tweezers or piercing pattern. I'm not really sure. I know what it means. Don't really name, but could be a non-forex engulfing pattern. Anyway, force is now up from being down, and we have to lock that, and it should be I'll just lock it for like 2 or 3, and I'm not really sure if let's outline the low, because that's probably what we're gonna need later on, and we can also outline the high. Excellent. Interesting. Looks like we hit that. Looks like we hit that. It's 167. It's locked from this point. It's locked here. Doesn't go back. Creates some chop. Creates another bar. Moving the stop a bit lower. Because I have no trade when it's locked, right? Remember, it's locked. I could enter on this breakout, force bar down. But we're not stacking positions, not to make anyone confused. And it hits the target, so I guess I have to write 62. Alright. Don't worry, it will lose soon. And yeah, so we have the level. And another reversal sign here. Entering this fails. Finally, a failure. Yeah, so 26 minus, excellent. I make it look too good, right? It's not my intention, but I do it. And yeah, and when this bar closes, we have no position at all, and when this closes down, we are stopped out and I enter short because force the force suddenly, I thought it was up because this is the area, right? And it failed, and it failed with a nice force bar. It means, listen, wake up. The force is now down and I want to enter short. So we have stop like 46 something. And if we measure this small, it's not, this is chop, it's not a swing. Where can we measure this to? It's this one. We'll have to measure this entire thing, right? 118. Oh wait, 118. It doesn't hit the projected target, but the target would be 118. It's below the entire thing. All right, let's get back into it. So, force bar down, rejection pin. I can't do anything about that. I can do, but it's. I believe this would be very close, like 5 pips. I'm not entirely sure. This is up to actually live market to decide this position if I'm stopped out for +1 or break even or whatever. But it looks like it's just too close because the spread. So we can ignore it for now. Just bear in mind, yeah. We have this doji, spinning top, doji, and engulfing bar. Now this is rejection. These 3, so I would have to put the stop at, well, put it here above these things. And we have locked 13. We go down, and we break below it, and pin bar power down, and engulfing bar, so probably, there is 0 risk I won't move the stop aggressively. So if the stop was, if I entered here, this bar, if I entered here, and now, no, I entered here, in this one, yeah. And if the stop is here, it's safe, I won't move it. Otherwise, I may have moved it to this point, but I won't do that. So in the end, I get stopped for 13, as you see. Moves up, and the old level. And so let's just do that. So let's see. This was the low. Notice how this coincides with this thing, right? Just to show you, right? Lines up decent. I'm not sure if it goes to this area, but let's find out later. So force down again, engulfing more down, like 45, 46 for the risk, and we get this engulfing formation up. Can't really do anything about that because we're behind in the position. This pin bar is not good enough. It's not a pin bar, it's BS. And spinning top, nothing. Very bad bar actually. I would say, oh, it's a force bar going beyond the area. No, it's not. The pins are too big to be a force bar. Also hammer down, and this pin. This is the, at this point, notice, because this level, right? This low. Because this low, I put it, yeah, I put it like this so you can actually see it. Because the spikes, I do it on purpose. Touches the spike, yeah. Right, go up to the level, goes within the spike. Double bottom, pin bar, 2, and we have a position that's not locked. I want to lock it 100%, no BS. So the first time I lock this, I'm from here to here. This is where we don't have power anymore, so I'll just lock it above. 22, right? And we go back up, and we are stopped out. We have no position, nothing. This is the interesting area for power up. This is the interesting area for power down. Getting back into the area. Notice similarly, this one will fail at this point here somewhere. It's short, yeah, pretty much there. 40 pips. 40 pips will fail at somewhere here, and we then have a nice, at the point of failure, this is 35, this bar here. I don't want to enter long on this, it just looks, it's not this is the power bar, but we have another position against us, right? So I won't close it on purpose, but I might put on a double position, one up and one down, but let's not confuse things, let's not do that, right? So it's probably a winner, power bar going up, because I see bar here and the lock would be here or here. Probably a winner, never mind that, never mind. So I'm not making the results look too good, right? And so we're stopped for 40, right? 40 pips. And what else do we have now? So we had power here. We should be strength here to the upside, and this is the old area. And yeah, this is level. Now notice what happens. It's pretty close actually, right? I mean, if I want to enter it on this looks like, I think this is tweezers or piercing pattern. Can never get those right? Either tweezers or piercing pattern is what this is. And yeah, if I can't get it right, then I can't get it right. The name, what it means though, that I can get right. And it says that we again have power here to the upside. That's what this formation means. And if we want to enter in this yellow bar, stop would have to be like this, right? And because the stop encompasses the area, then it means it is at the area. So 27 is the stop, I think it was something like that. 27, let's go 28, whatever. One bar up, Harami, and we can actually lock. I'm not sure if we can lock that. 2 pips now, we can't. Force up, up, and this is the previous top, and I probably would target that. 44. And yeah, so we have the area, and we keep moving on and on and on and on. And how long have I've been rambling now? For 30 minutes. So I guess you see how this works, and we are into May of 2016, and there's a position here that loses, that goes backwards by 22 pips. I can just add this for good measure, right? And then there's a lot of things, other things that happen. Notice, I mean, go up, probably losing, adding here, no, adding here, no, not here, adding shorts here, yeah, adding long here, no, and that's pretty much it. But not to make this video too long, you see pretty much how my logic goes. So let's add the math section, right? Let's say you're on a broker where this instrument has a decent spread. Not like this. Currently it's 7 pips. Maybe this broker is not the best to be for this particular instrument. But if you wanted to trade this instrument, you had a decent broker, you had your platform designed for it, right? That's what you do if you want to trade it. So let's have a look at Notepad. This is what I have so far. And let's summarize these. I'm going to use the calculator. You don't need to see the calculator. I'm just going to type it up quickly. So we have the result is +3 of 7 pips. And problem is I can't compare these actual pips with before the earlier method where I was talking about how many R you risk. I mean, it's apparent that trades here are between 25 to 60 pips. So 25 to 60 pips should be 1 R, and if we divide by 60, we have 5 R is the result for this, and a very low drawdown because the constant moving of the stop. But let's not talk about the R. +5 R, yeah, 207 pips, right? Now though, we have to add the spread. Remember, I'm looking at this. So how many positions do we have? We have 3, 6, 8, 10. And we have 4 and 5. So we have 15 positions, right? If we have 15 positions and the spread is 3, right? 3 times 15, we have to add that to the negative side, because that is the cost of trading, and 15 times 3 is 45, so we have to deduce from 45, right? Let's remove 45 pips. Spread for positions. We have to adjust 307. So the result is actually so it's actually 262. Right, real results. And yeah, that's 262 divided by 60 is 4.3 R. So probably 4 R. Make it more. And as you see, the other method with the, I think the other method was better. The Kumo Clouds Alliance was better. At least now, we don't need this anymore. At least I hope you have some understanding of all of the concepts. This is chop, the ranges, this formation is used in this way, this is why, this is a breakout. A lot of force bars going out. I mean, the one that we didn't take, the other one we didn't take, and also the reversal one. I mean, yeah, I just want to show a different approach, a different method, and mostly I want to see that, or not that, I want to see if doing it this way is actually more profitable than another variant, because I'm always looking for what they call it. They call it edge, but I'm looking for alpha. Yeah, I'm always looking for alpha. So I hope you learned something, and I hope you like this video. Thank you.